Hey there, it's your friend Chris Luck. I am the guy that is on YouTube live streaming. Try to live stream about 3 days a week, sometimes 4 or 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And I'm here to help you learn how to use AI. And I'm also the creator of the largest community on the internet called AIville. And that is why I wanted to start doing this YouTube channel, is to take what I'm seeing on AIville and actually share it with the world outside of AIville that doesn't understand really what it is. So, what you're going to discover today is going to be really exciting because I'm going to show you how you can use Sora 2 Pro and use it with unlimited usage, and actually use it with unlimited usage without invite codes from anywhere in the world. So, for those of you who don't know what Sora is, I'll kind of give you a little quick rundown. First, let me go ahead and put my phone in Do Not Disturb. I recommend you all do the same thing so you can make sure that you kind of pay attention to what's going on. So what you can do is you can first go download the Sora app if you've not done so already. All you got to do is go to the on your iPhone, you can go to the App Store. And from the App Store, you just go ahead and type in Sora, and then you're going to see there's going to be a lot of knockoff apps that come out here. So make sure you find the one that right now, as of today, October 8th, 2025, it is the #1 in photo and video. And you can see it says, excuse me, it says update for me, but it should say download or something for you. Actually, apparently I need to update it. So let me go ahead and update it. Now, if you're outside the US and if you don't have the ability to do this, that is okay. What I'm showing you right now is for people who just don't know what Sora is in the first place. I want to show you just how you can get it on your phone even if you don't have an invite code, just so you have it downloaded and ready to go. So Sora is going to be an app that you're going to end up using on your phone. But in the meantime, before it rolls out to everybody, they are having people, they're giving invite codes out. So people like myself and others can, spread the word. And I'm out of invite codes today, but I have something better to share with you. And it's how to actually get unlimited access to it, and how to get unlimited access, not to just Sora, but Sora 2 Pro, which is going to be really, really fun. So what I'll do is share my screen with you here. And just to do a little shout out for all of you that are here with me right now, let me take a look. We have John Don coming all the way from Nashville, which is about 4.5 hours from where I'm at. What's going on, Queen? And we have Wayne Fox coming in from Sydney, Australia. And Mike is wondering, how do you know if you have Sora 2 Pro? I'll show you. And so great question, by the way. Wade Thompson says, greetings from Oceanside, California. We have Oliver coming from Leicester Beach. We've got Escaping 925. Chris coming from the UK, which I haven't noticed you pop in here yet. And so if anyone's new, and if this is your first time joining my live stream, just say hi, let me know in the chat. And as always, if you do like this live stream, when I share something with you that you might like, go ahead and just like the live stream, because then I can go back and look at stats and see which live streams are actually doing better than others in terms of what I'm sharing with you. So today, inside of AIville, like I said, this is the community that I built, and it's free to join. You can join if you want or don't join. It's up to you, but it is the largest community out there for people that are learning how to use AI. And we have a Sora community, and you can see just like 17 minutes ago, I've been seeing people post some incredible stuff that is actually not possible to create this stuff on Sora. So, and I'll show you how you can do this, and how you can do it for unlimited usage, and how you can do it without invite codes. But for instance, like if you went and tried to have Tony Montana from Scarface giving a TED Talk, you wouldn't be able to actually see that on Sora. You wouldn't be able to generate that on Sora. I'll show you how you can do that somewhere else. And then, we have all kinds of people that are, and then not only just people are posting things, but 47 minutes ago, someone posted a prompt, which is SpongeBob SquarePants meets Breaking Bad, a parody mashup, and 125 likes, 37 comments. We've got people that are doing like chaotic traffic stops, which again are things that are almost impossible to pull off on Sora, with 114 likes and a bunch of comments. I mean, people are going nuts inside excuse me, the AIville community with everything they're doing. This was a fun one too. This one person said it was made on Sora too, but Einstein explains how he won the UFC fight. So we can go back and maybe watch these towards the end because I am kind of curious, how all these have kind of turned out. And if you don't know what Sora is, and you just kind of stumbled across this, it is a new app developed by OpenAI, which is the company that developed ChatGPT, and allows you to really turn ideas into videos with just hyper real motion and hyper real sound. And it's rolling out right now. So you can go to the App Store and then see if you have the ability to download it. If you don't have the ability to download it, that's okay. I'm going to show you something better that you can do instead of going to the App Store. But it gives you the ability to really, turn words into worlds. You can start with a prompt. You can upload an image to create videos with unprecedented realism. You can do cinematic, animated, photorealistic, surreal videos, just stuff that you could never possibly imagine you could ever do with AI before. So it shows you examples when you go to their website, all the different types of things. You could just type in, just create a hilarious video and it'll just make a hilarious video. But if you do things that are even more structured, which I'm going to show you today on today's live stream, you can actually see the agenda here on the left of the live stream that we're going to be going through. You're going to be able to create a lot of really fun things. And you can also cast yourself and your friends into just videos that never happened before. So once you end up getting the Sora app and you have friends that have downloaded the Sora app, you can basically record a video of yourself and for like 3 seconds saying 3 different numbers, and then it can make an AI model of you. And then you can put you and your friends doing all kinds of a lot of really crazy things. So anyway, Sora is truly incredible and it's really groundbreaking. So that is what we're going to be talking about today, is how to use it. Now, for those of you that are here because you want to know how you get unlimited Sora 2 Pro access without an invite code, let me show you. So what you can do, there's a couple apps out there that have done this. This one app that I'm going to show you is the best one that I've actually tested. So I put together a little documentation here that I'll show you how you can get access to later. You can actually tell probably by looking at my site. It's actually an AIville under AI Blueprints, and it's a Sora 2 Pro Unlimited Access Blueprint. So everything you see here is available for you right now for all of you members inside of AIville. That's where you get access to it. So you go to higgsfield.ai. So I'm going to mark these off as we go because I want you to not only see or hear about what it is you could do, I actually want to demo it for you live and show you what's possible. So that's where I feel like I differ from other people that are on YouTube. Is a lot of people, they make these 3-minute videos to maybe 11-minute videos, and they show you like things that can be done, but they don't show you the steps on how to go from, point A to finish line. So they show you the finish line, and it's like finish line, finish line, finish line. It's all these really exciting things that you can do with AI, but they don't show you the process on how to get to it. And that's the whole purpose of me doing these live streams, is I like to show you a bunch of cool finish lines and finished products, but I like to show you the process on how you can do everything also. So that's what we're going to be doing here today. So the app that you could use to get unlimited access as of right now, October 8th, 2025 at 8:09 p.m. Central, is higgsfield.ai. So it's higgsfield.ai. So when you go to higgsfield.ai, again, I've got my list here for you. You go to video and then Sora 2 in the menu. So when you log in, you go to video at the top, and then you come down to where it says Sora 2. It's like the very second thing here. Let me go ahead and move this in so you can see it a little better. Actually, let me zoom in so you can like really see it. Okay. So we're at higgsfield.ai. You go to video at the top, and then where it says Sora 2, which is new as of today, you click on Sora 2, and then they have right now, as of today, and this is why making live streams is so important for me to do these for you, because I want to be one of the first to actually help, get you up to speed on all the things that you can do in the different places you can go to be the first to access stuff. So when you come here, you'll notice so we did that. You can type in a prompt that you would like right here in the prompt box, and then you can select your model. So as of right now, you can click on it. You can see it's in high demand. So the generation time might take a little bit longer. But the issue is actually on OpenAI because everybody out there that is learning how to use this is like spending all day using Sora. So what you can do is you click on the model, and then this is where you can actually have access to Sora, which is OpenAI's most advanced video model. And right now we're using it at peak time, and it is 720p, 4 seconds to 12 seconds, and you get audio. If you want to use Sora 2 Pro, you click on Sora 2 Pro, and then you're going to have OpenAI's most advanced video model, also peak time, 720p to 1080p. You get 4 to 12 seconds in audio. So one thing for those of you that might be advanced users now of Sora, you probably know if you want to go to Sora's site directly, if you do have access to it, what you see on Higgsfield.ai is throttled just a little bit because you can actually get up to 15 seconds on Sora.com, like Sora directly with ChatGPT. So the way this is even possible, if you're some of you are wondering, like, is this Higgsfield.ai? Is it some kind of like underground site or something like that? And it's not. What it is OpenAI, they make as soon as they come out with new models, like they just did with Sora, after about a week or two, they open it up for developers. So people that have platforms like Higgsfield, they can be a developer for Sora, and then they get a special code, which isn't called an API key, and they use it. And this is all developer talk, but this is how they actually get access to be able to offer you the same thing that you get on OpenAI. You can generate it here. Now, there's a couple caveats to this, which I'll talk about in a minute. But so once you select your model, so you could select Sora 2 Pro, you can select your duration. So with Sora 2 Pro, you have 4 seconds, 8 seconds, or 12 seconds. And then for the resolution, you have 720p or you have 1080p. So you can choose 720 or 1080. And we see where it says generate 149. So look at this. If I go to Sora 2, and if I just do, let's say, 4 seconds, and the aspect ratio, it says generate for 10 credits. But when it's not in high demand, it'll actually have an unlimited option where you can, instead of generating for credits, you generate unlimited uses. And I believe the unlimited uses is regulated up, and it's available to everybody up until about October 11th. So you have between now, October 8th, and then October 11th to just have unlimited use of Sora 2 and Sora 2 Pro when it's not at their peak times, which they are right now. Because when I was just on here about 2 hours ago, it wasn't a credit thing. It just said unlimited. So that's something to pay attention to. And as far as like after they're unlimited, they're using the unlimited time frame is almost like a promo to get you to start using Higgsfield and to get used to their interface and all that. There's a lot of pros to using a third-party tool like Higgsfield, and then there are some cons. So I'll talk about both of those, but this is how you would actually get unlimited Sora 2 Pro access without using an invite code. So let me go ahead and talk about some of the pros and cons. I did not put this on my blueprint here for you, but just so you know, I'm going to show you, and I've spent all day working on this, so I hope you all like this. So what I did was I wanted to show you a lot of different ways to use Sora, not just to create funny things that don't involve you, but actually how you can use Sora to put yourself as the cameo in all kinds of cool stuff. So throughout today's live stream, or tonight's live stream, I'm going to show you how to clone viral TikTok challenges in seconds, how you can turn everyday events into memorable moments, how you can give your pet the ability to do anything, how you can recreate historic moments with a twist, how to create speech of yourself that really builds the movement, how to produce point-of-view scroll-stopping videos, how to transform boring products into viral ads, how to make movie trailers of yourself, how to generate quote videos that really trigger emotion, how to recreate viral pranks in seconds, and how to make parody skits with your friends. So we're going to go through all of these. I've already generated about 10 to 15 videos for each one of these, and I found what I thought the best one was. So I'll show you, and then I'll show you the prompt that I came up with in a template you can use for every one of these. So if any of these sound interesting to you, then you're in the right place at the right time with this live stream, because here's the thing with Sora. So when you go to Sora and you log in and try to use it, so if any of you are actually Sora users yet, If you actually do have access to the Sora app and you do have an account set up, if you want, go ahead. If you want to see all the latest creations that I'm doing, you can search me up. I'm just chrisluck.com. It's all one word. And then you'll find my profile there. So I've just been using this for a little bit now. But anything new that I come up with that I know that worked really well, I'm going to be posting it on my profile. So you're not going to just, see a bunch of like random stuff that like a lot of people are doing. Because what a lot of people are doing, and they're just taking what's kind of viral on Sora and they're just remixing it or recreating it. I'm trying to find brand new things that no one has been able to figure out how to do yet. And then once I figure them out, then I put those on my profile. So I was actually one of the first people to start doing the Bob Ross videos on Sora. So if you ever start seeing those pop up, there's just a lot of really cool things. I've been taking old viral videos like the Charlie bit my finger, but then making it say different stuff. Just really neat things. Taking old commercials, old movies, old actresses and actors, and just having them do stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff that I'm always experimenting with on Sora. So that if you ever want to keep up with that, that's where you can find really the latest stuff I'm doing instead of waiting until my next live stream where I kind of walk you through it. Now with Sora, like I said, if you want to create Sora 2 Pro content, you would do so. And I saw earlier, if you can actually, and thanks Birdie by saying you're so genius. I'm not, I'll say I am the opposite of a genius. I'm more of a mad scientist that cannot stop experimenting with new tools. And right now the new tool is Sora 2. And not just that, but Sora 2 Pro is absolutely off the charts. Incredible. So what you can do here is, and you're welcome for the dedication. Thanks for your support, not just for you, Progate, but everybody here. I just want to, also give a shout out to just all of you that are taking the time to not only be here live, but if you're watching the recording of this, of the live stream, thank you for watching the recording of this, because I'm just at home right now in the basement. I normally was doing this about an hour earlier, so about 7 p.m. Central. But the reason I had to do 8 p.m. Central tonight is because I had to take my daughter to horseback riding lessons, so I had to drop her off. Then normally I stay and watch her, but I needed to make sure I got a live stream in for all of you tonight, so I dropped her off, and then I had to come back home so I could start this live stream for all of you, and my wife will go pick her up. So I imagine you're always sitting right here next to me, and we're just kind of, this is like my mad laboratory, and then we're just kind of playing around together with AI and learning all the fun ways we can use AI together. So for those of you that are new to my channel, that's kind of what we're doing here. So you're welcome for the dedication. So thank you for the support. Okay, so what you would do here is if you wanted to use Sora 2 Pro directly, you would, I'll show you the pros and cons of using Higgsfield, which is unlimited Sora 2 Pro access without invite codes, versus OpenAI directly. So if you want to use OpenAI directly, you would go to sora.chatgpt.com, and then you choose Sora 2 Pro. And when you click on the settings down here, you can choose standard resolution or high. So this would be 720p or 1080p. So let's say you choose 1080p. Well, once you choose your settings, now you have the duration option to do 10 seconds or 15 seconds. So if you actually had the resolution set to standard, you'll notice you can't choose 15 seconds. It just, you're going to think it's broken. I literally spent 15 minutes trying to, figure out why is 15 seconds not showing up. And it's because you have to choose the high resolution first, then you go back to the duration, then you can choose 15 seconds. So once you do that, then now you have access to Sora 2 Pro. If you want to use Sora 2 Pro on ChatGPT, as of right now, October 8th, 2025, you have to have ChatGPT Pro access, which is $200 a month. So if you're using ChatGPT Pro already, then you have access to Sora 2 Pro automatically. And you're not, the only limit that I have found on doing Sora 2 Pro videos at max resolution, you can generate up to 100 videos a day, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look at Higgsfield. So like I said, with Higgsfield, right now, you don't have to have ChatGPT Pro. You don't have to be living in the United States. You don't have to have an iPhone. You can be anywhere in the world. You don't need ChatGPT. You would go to higgsfield.ai, and then you just create a free account on here, and then you load credits into your account. So right now, I'm looking at my account. I have like 18% of my credits used. I don't even know what how many credits I loaded in. I did it a long time ago. So your credits actually work across all kinds of things on Higgsfield. You can use, in Higgsfield, you can use Dream 4.0, which is right now the best image editing software image editing AI model out there that completely crushed Nano Banana. If you want to use, like, you can use a photo dump studio, you can upscale images. It's kind of like the way that I like to describe Higgsfield .ai is I have all kinds of fun little props here in my office that I like to use. And I imagine it is like this little Swiss Army knife. If you've never seen a Swiss Army knife before, this is a small one. I used to have a much bigger one when I was a kid. But this one has like maybe 15 or 20 different things it can do. So you don't buy a Swiss Army knife and then you're just like, oh my God, this is super confusing. There's so many things on here. I don't know what to do with it. And then just throw it away. That's not why you buy Swiss Army knives. You buy them so you have access to all of the tools in your pocket, and then you just open up the tool whenever you're ready to use it. So that's how I want you to look at Higgsfield.ai. Today, the one tool in this Swiss Army knife is Sora 2, which is the hottest thing right now in AI. So to get access to that, again, you go to video, you click on Sora 2, and then now here you are. So here, this is where you would choose, oops, I messed up. So this is where you would choose Sora 2, and then the duration, you only have 4, 8, or 12 seconds, where if you remember here, it's Sora, you actually have, if we did Sora 2, you only have 10 seconds. Sorry. Yeah, 10 seconds. I don't know why it still shows 15, but you basically have 15 or 10 seconds, where on Higgsfield, you have 4, 8, or 12. So I don't know why you would want to create a 4-second video. I feel like you need at least 10 seconds to make something actually happen. So it is what it is. I would much rather recommend doing 10 or 12 seconds, or do 12 seconds if you're using Sora on Higgsfield, but the credits are going to be a little bit more. 4 seconds is only 10 credits. It's enough to, it's like an appetizer. It's enough to just get you to see the functionality of it. But then you start bumping up the seconds, is going to bump up the credits, and you'll burn through the credits faster. It's kind of their whole idea. So aspect ratio, again, you can play the aspect ratios there, but it can get pretty expensive. If you want to use Sora 2 Pro, again, even though it's unlimited, it is unlimited when it's not on peak hour right now. I happen to be doing this live stream on the peak hour time. But this morning and this afternoon when I was on here, like testing prompts, there was no high demand button on here, and it literally just said unlimited. So I could hit generate and generate as unlimited as much as I wanted. So pay attention to that because they probably just have it set to credits whenever the usage is through the roof. So that is how you're going to be using it on Higgsfield. And if you have the ability, I'll tell you right now, if you plan on generating a lot of videos, like let's say more than 20 videos a month, 20 videos a month, if you have the ability to get ChatGPT Pro and pay for ChatGPT Pro, which is $200, you're going to save a lot of money just going directly to the source, which is going to be just Sora on ChatGPT Pro. Then it would be to use Higgsfield.ai, because Higgsfield.ai, they bump up the prices more because they're paying for every generation, and then they figure out their costs. So that's kind of how it works. So I see that Progate says, can you type that spelling? Yeah, I'll definitely do that for you. Let me, I have it on my little screen here, but let's just do it on Notepad so you can all see it. If I'm saying it too slow or fast, I'm sorry, but it's Higgsfield.ai. Oops, not .ai. So when you go to Higgsfield.ai, that is where you can get access to Sora 2 Pro unlimited right now, when it's not in peak time. So right now it happens to be in peak time whenever I'm doing this live stream. So go figure. So what we're going to do now is I would like to show you, if you only came to this live stream just to see that, then that's it. You don't have to stick around much longer. That could be the end of your time with me tonight. But if you want to see all the other things that you can do with OpenAI and all the things you can do with Sora, let me show you. So I thought it would be fun to show you here on the left-hand side all these different things you can do. And I've already created a bunch of examples for you so you can see them. So if we actually Here, I'll just go ahead and pull these into view here so you can see I've made a lot of videos already, and I've just I saved them to my computer so it'd be easy for me to just pull them up, because I've tried doing this in the past before, and when we were live and things weren't loading right, the sound didn't sound right. So we're just going to go ahead and do them live right here. I'll just show you what I did. So first, if you want to clone, I'm just looking at the Sora community. There's still people here that are posting stuff. And Oliver, I think Oliver, that's actually here right now in the chat, he's posting here inside of the Sora community. So definitely, all of you should post as much as you can in the Sora community, because the more that you post, the more fun we're going to have all helping each other out. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about if you want to clone viral TikTok challenges in seconds. Here's what you can do. So you go to TikTok. So step one, go to TikTok, check. By the way, can you all see this text okay? If you can in the chat, just type yes. If you cannot see this text okay, if it's too small, say no, because I can zoom this screen in more so you can see the text. But sometimes I like to just kind of click around on things. So I like to see the menus as I'm talking, because then if I have an idea and I want to bounce in and show you something, I will. But if I need to zoom in on my screen, I'll do that for all of you that are here. And yeah, taking a look here. What is it? Digi peak time it is like rush hour. What's up, Adam? Yeah, right now we did not have Sora to access or pro access inside of AIville, because we do not have the staff on board to actually have developers for video developers inside of AIville, but it is on our to-do list to start adding that into our plan. But we have to figure out the fixed costs and everything like that. So good question. And yeah, it looks like a lot of you say you can see it. If you're saying that it's a little too small on your screen, just maybe zoom in or blow up YouTube to be full screen or something like that. So, all right, but if you can't see it, I'll still read it out loud. So step one, to clone viral TikTok challenges in seconds, you go to TikTok and then you just find a viral challenge. If you don't know what a viral challenge is, you can literally just type in challenge on TikTok, and then you can just see a bunch of challenges that people made. And then you can look and just see how many likes these videos are getting. And when you find a challenge that you like, that's kind of been trending in the last 7 days or so, then you just look at it. And if you were to write a sentence description for Sora to clone that challenge, like what would that one sentence description be? And then you just kind of change the location or theme of what you see in the video with your own personal twist. And then I recommend in Sora to generate 5 quick takes all at the same time. So what I mean by that is when you're in Sora and then let's say you're going to create a video and you have a description for your video. Actually, you know what? I'm going to jump to the end here because I need to generate 5 videos of something I totally forgot to generate earlier because I ran out of time. I'm just going to, you weren't supposed to see what I just saw because I just want to click it real quick because I need to generate these anyway. So when I say generate 5 quick takes, I'll tell you, when you generate something with Sora the first time, it's usually not good. It'll take about 5 to 10 generations to find a good one. So what I like to do is when I'm just kind of testing the waters, I'll choose Sora 2, not the Pro. I'll always start with Sora 2. And then I don't know why it's like just default of 15 seconds. It's usually only 10 seconds, but oh well. So I'm just going to, you would type in your prompt, send it, type it again, send it. Type it again, send it. So this is kind of like a little hack that I do. Type it again, send it. Type it again, send it. And then I don't remember if I did 5 already or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I did. There's 5 here generating. So there's a couple here that are already, looks like I already generated. So I did generate a couple. I didn't think they actually went through. But anyway, we'll come back to that later. So you want to generate 5 quick takes because then when you go in your drafts, you'll see they're all actually generating. And it takes, it could take up to a couple minutes depending on if it's peak time. It'll take a couple minutes to generate one of these. But that's why I like to do 5 because out of 5, you might get a really good one. And you might as well because you can generate up to 100 in a day anyway. So I hit the limit the first day I used Sora and that was it. Okay, so then you download your favorite one to your computer out of the 5 that were generated, and then you would just jump into TikTok and then upload that video, and then you would just add the same sound and the same hashtags, and that's how you can just jump into viral TikTok challenges with actually having to do the challenge yourself. And there's a lot of people I see that are getting millions and tens of millions of views on their Sora videos, uploading them directly to TikTok, which is incredible. So that tip alone should be, that could have been an entire live stream on my YouTube channel alone. But the thing that I like to do with these YouTube channels is or this YouTube channel and these live streams is to share as many ideas with you as I can to really get your mind going. The next thing that you can do is turn everyday events into memorable moments. Oh, I forgot the viral TikTok challenge. So the one that I did, I actually, I didn't save the prompt on this one. I can go back and look at it and show you what it ended up being. But this is it. Now, keep in mind, I'll tell you right now, I feel like putting yourself as a cameo inside of Sora is going to be like the ultimate weight loss diet motivation you'll ever have. Because if you think, or have you ever heard like a camera adds 10 pounds? I feel like putting yourself as a cameo inside of Sora adds like 40 pounds. I swear to God, like it makes my face look massive. And sometimes my hands will be in the air, and whatever shirt it decides to put on me, it has like a belly on me, and I don't like anything about it. I have a little belly, but that was like, Sora took it to a whole nother level. So it's definitely a good, little motivator, I guess, to work out a little harder. But anyway, this was my recreation of the bottle cap challenge that I actually did not do, but I did in 1 minute with a 1 minute or 1 minute with a 1 sentence prompt. And so bottle cap challenge off the toilet. Let's see if I can do this. Here we go. Ah! Whoa! Ow! Ow! That was not smart. I'm okay. At least the cap came off. Pretty insane. So that here, and I told you I'd tell you what prompt that was. So if I go look at my profile, this is what's cool, and you'll see that video is actually right here on my profile. And then the prompt for this one was, it literally was just, I put in my own, I call out my own cameo in Sora, and then I say just doing the bottle cap challenge off the toilet and falling down. That was the only sentence that I did. I didn't tell it to say anything. I didn't have to describe what the bathroom was. I didn't have to talk about where the bottle was. I didn't have to talk about do a camera shot, at this angle, 6 seconds in. That's all the kind of stuff you would normally have to do previously before using Sora on any other video tool. But with Sora, it makes it extremely easy. Another one is to turn everyday apps into or everyday events into memorable moments. And some of you are saying this is too small. So you know what? Let me just zoom in to help all of you out. There we go. So we'll zoom in because I know there's nothing else I need to really look at on my menus right now. So if you want to turn everyday events into memorable moments, you want to think of an everyday event that felt boring or repetitive. Okay, check. Taking out the trash is something, would be an everyday event that I think is boring and repetitive. Not every day, but almost every day. So then you tell Sora to exaggerate it like a movie montage. You could add a deeper theme like growth or patience or love. You could use cinematic color tones to set the mood. So a prompt template would be create a cinematic montage of boring or routine event, exaggerate it with emotion around whatever theme you have in mind, use whatever color tone you can think of, and music, whatever music you can think of to set the mood. So what I did was I said, and this is how it would work in reality. So on every one of these examples I'm giving you today, I'm going to give you the prompt template, and I'm going to give you the prompt example, which is me actually doing it. So for the prompt example, it'd say, create a cinematic montage of @chrisluck.com taking out the trash. Exaggerate it with emotion around how much fun he's having. Use cinematic color and a country song about taking out the trash to set the mood. So I threw in a lot of extras here just to see if it would actually pull it off. And if some of you are wondering, like, how do you actually make it do you? Like, how does it know what you look like and what you sound like and all that? Well, when you install the Sora app, here, let me go back and I'll see if I can show you here on my phone. So let me pull up my phone and share it with you. Okay, so when you pull up the Sora app, you at the very bottom, when it all loads here, this is where I just hope to God my internet's going to work. So you are going to click the plus sign, and then it's showing me right now as a cameo, but I could actually change this if I wanted to. But actually, let's see if I can do that, because I actually don't like the way my cameo is set up on Sora. So I wonder if it'll, let me see if I can just remove it completely. Oh, I can edit cameo. Oh, okay. You actually might be able to see me recreate my cameo. So this is how Sora actually gets to know you. You're going to go through a couple prompts with it. So let me try to do this one and see how it works. I'm going to hit retake. This is also a really cool thing too. You can have it, once you create yourself, you could have it set to everybody that uses Sora can find you and create videos about you with you in it. And then it just won't be public anywhere on Sora, on the app, until you approve it. So you can see all these things people make, but then you could just choose which ones you want to actually be published on their profile, and do you want to repost it on your profile. It's going to be super cool when people start doing this with their actual real friends and that kind of stuff. Or you could just say only me. If you just want only you to make yourself some cool stuff, you can do that too. So anyway, let's go ahead and just do cameo preferences. You can describe like how cameo, or how your Sora represents you. Only you can see the preferences. So you can describe like how your cameo looks to others, or what your cameo shouldn't have at all, or whatever. I should say only give me 6-pack abs, but I should try that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and hit retake. So I'm actually going to do this like live. You're going to see me doing this live. And then you're going to see on this is cool. I've never done this before. So, and then let me clean my little camera here. This is where I need to fix my hat and make sure like it looks good. And if it doesn't, it can just be retaken. Oh, my hat looks weird. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm just going to record. I'm going to get this microphone out of the way so it doesn't pick that up in the video. $72, $25. Oh, shit. I didn't read it fast enough. Hang on a second. Okay, let's try this again. 72, 25, 75. All right, that's how you make a cameo. It's super awkward, but you basically look left, look up. I was supposed to look right, but it didn't even tell me to look right. So I'm just going to say, keep uploading, and then it's going to process. It'll take about a minute, and that's how you recreate your cameo. So if you don't do a good job, or you don't like how it turned out, then just change your lighting, change your outfit, whatever. I think it messes mine up in a lot of videos because I have my hat on, but my hat's kind of like part of me. So I like to keep that in my videos as I like a branding thing. So, all right. Thank you for all the comments that you're all saying. And yeah, this is super crazy. Is this all helpful for you all as I'm going through this? Because I'm always imagining you're just sitting here next to me, and then we're just working together right now. And that's something I actually needed to do. So you got to see me recreate that. Okay, so it just said on my phone, great, you're all done. So we'll actually see what that looks like later, because I just want to keep moving through this. So next was, I need to show you what the trash thing was. So this was the video, or the create a cinematic montage of chrisluck.com, taking out the trash, exaggerate it with emotion, yada, yada, yada. Here is the video. This is where it added 40 pounds to me, but it's okay. Not bad. It actually made a country song. It put me out in the country, a nice little sunset. I was taking out the trash, and it looks like I was having a great time, because that's exactly what I told Sora to do. So that's pretty crazy. Next is going to be to give your pet the ability to do anything. So I know a lot of you that like to show up my live streams have pets, and I've got a pet too. I've got a dog named Minnie. So this is actually Minnie right here. So she is a little over a year old, and she's like a micro mini Bernie doodle. So that's mini. So you want to upload, find a good clear photo of your pet and that's facing the camera. How I got that picture was I just held my phone up and then I held a little treat above it. And I said, Minnie, treat. And then she turned her head sideways. I'm like, gotcha. You're going on the internet now. And then you can think of a funny ability that you would like for them to have and then describe what you want them to do. So a prompt example would be create a realistic short. So think of it as like a short form video featuring my pet using the uploaded image. Then give them the ability to describe whatever funny ability you want the pet to do. Show them, describe what they're doing in a setting or scene. Make it look cinematic, playful, and full of personality. You can adjust this however you want, but that's your prompt. So the example would be create a realistic short featuring my pet using the uploaded image. This image right here. And then give them the ability to do a backflip. Show them doing a backflip in a busy coffee shop. Make it look cinematic, playful, and full of personality. Now, if you wanted this to look real and authentic, you would say, make it look like it's shot on an iPhone, and then it'll just completely change the vibe. Which if I was to go back and recreate that, that's what I would have said. But I've already did the video, so you can actually see what it is. Because I wanted to respect your time on my live streams and not make you wait for videos to be done. So that I've just recreated. This is what took me all day. But let's see how this one turned out.
Whoa, did that dog just jump?
Watch this.
No way.
She stuck the landing.
It's incredible.
Best thing I've seen all week.
I could have done without the audio. I could have done without the music. So next I would, if you got that, this is why it's good to make like 5 versions. And then once you see it and hear what AI decided to do, you can be like, nah, that was good, but let's do this instead. So you could then recreate the prompt and say, no music, no spoken words, just sound effects. And yeah, Harry says, I have a dog too. His name's Brooklyn. So Harry, that's something you should definitely try, is having your dog be cameos in these things. The next thing is to recreate historic moments with a twist. So again, these are just examples that I put together for you. You do not have to do these exact examples. I'm doing this to give you all ideas of what you can do with Sora once you have access to Sora 2 Pro, whether you use through Higgsfield, whether you use through OpenAI, that's totally up to you. So you can choose a famous person or moment from history. Replace one character with someone unexpected, like yourself. Tell Sora to recreate it as if it really happened that way. So the prompt would be to create a cinematic recreation of a historic moment, but replace the key person with a new character, like yourself. Keep the historical setting realistic, make it feel both believable and surreal. So an example would be, create a cinematic recreation of Neil Armstrong landing on the moon in 1969, but replace Neil Armstrong with chrisluck.com. Keep the historical setting realistic. Make it feel both believable and surreal. Now, I only created a couple of these, and I didn't like how they turned out because it actually showed me without a hat, and I have hair. I am not bald. So it just looks super weird. But let me go ahead and show you.
9.
Houston Eagle here. I'm suited and heading for the surface. Copy, Eagle. You are go. I'm at the bottom step, and I'm going to step off the module now. That's one small step for luck, one giant leap for mankind. The surface is...
I mean, not terrible. It's definitely not the best example out of all the things I could have showed you. I could, if I really wanted to, I could just, to come up with ideas, for instance, if you want to come up with ideas for this, you could use ChatGPT. You could use, whatever you like, whatever is your favorite AI tool. If you want to really kind of get crazy, you go to ChatGPT and just turn on audio here and say, I would like for you to give me 10 historic moments in history that I can replace the main key person with myself as the cameo for Sora 2 Pro. Okay. So then let's go ahead and send that, and then it'll come back and it'll say, here's 10 historic moments you can recreate with Sora 2 Pro. That's where I got the idea. The moon landing was just the first one. But you can do Martin Luther King Jr., the fall of the Berlin Wall, and it even gives you the prompts you can do. So the really cool thing is since Sora 2 and Sora 2 Pro is under the same company as OpenAI, is ChatGPT, which is OpenAI. ChatGPT and Sora 2 Pro have a nice kind of marriage together where they really work hand in hand together. And if you don't have access to that and you want to play around with something a little different, inside of AIville, we actually have these characters that we've created. And I've created a character when Sora came out called Sora. So with Sora, it is actually a character that is trained on all of the Sora documentation, all of the most common questions that people have, the most best use cases of Sora. And you can come here and actually click on show ideas, and you can see we have 500 different ideas loaded in here where you can take a look at and get ideas for cameo scenes, character beats, product ads, nature studies, seamless loops, travel diaries, trends, social hooks, all kinds of stuff. So you can do cameo scenes and just get ideas on exactly what you can do with Sora. But that's Sora that is just sitting inside of AIville. So let me go ahead and show you the next one. The next one is to create a speech that builds a movement. Now, this was really cool. I could have made this a lot better if I had more time available, but I was just running out of time today. But I at least want to give you the prompt. So let me zoom in a little more. And it is, first off, think of what you would like to have a movement around. You visualize where you would like to give a speech, and you tell Sora the type of energy and the type of lighting you would like to have. So check, check, check. The prompt would be visualize your name, which would be like your cameo name, giving a viral motivational speech about whatever you want to talk about. Show a modern crowd recording and cheering. Use fast cuts, bold energy, and cinematic lighting. Make it feel like the start of a real world movement. So an example would be visualize chrisluck.com, giving a viral motivational speech about how I'm going to help change the world by teaching people how to use AI on my YouTube channel. Show a modern crowd recording and cheering. Use fast cuts, bold energy, cinematic lighting, make it feel like the start of a real world movement. And without further ado, this is what I came up with.
Listen, we're about to change the world. Not someday, today. We're going to teach everyone how to use AI, and we're doing it for free on my YouTube channel. When everybody understands this tech, we all...
Pretty impressive. And that was actually produced, if I remember correctly, that was actually produced with Sora. So that was only 10 seconds. If I use Sora 2 Pro, I would have had 15 seconds. But the reason I use Sora 2 for almost all of these, because I needed to create them really quickly. I created all of these today for you. And because I had to come up with the prompts, I had to come up with an example. I had to generate like 5 to 10 videos. I had to find the best one. I download the best one, and then I have them all here so I could go live tonight and show you kind of what's possible. If I had more time and just focus on 1 or 2 of these, I would have used Sora 2 Pro. But Sora 2 video creation takes about 2 minutes max for a prompt. Sora 2 Pro could take up to like 10 minutes max for a prompt. So I just want to have more of these available to you. Next, you could produce point of view scroll stopping videos. So here you would just choose a simple action people do every day, like walking or driving. Write it from a first person point of view. Tell Sora to shoot it as it's through your eyes. Add subtle camera motion for sound and sound realism. In with a surprise twist that makes people replay it. So that's the prompt. And then the example would be create a first-person cinematic video showing a cutting board. Again, I was just trying to come up with something that'd be different. Instead of me doing stuff all the time, I want to show you other things you could do. A first-person cinematic video showing a cutting board with a bubble sitting on it. Use a realistic camera and motion and ambient sound for immersion. Make it feel like the viewer is experiencing it themselves. End with slowly cutting the bubble 3 times with a chef knife ASMR style. I don't know why I said 3 times. I should have just said cutting it ASMR style. But anyway, this is what I got. Again, just that one paragraph created this video. Not bad. Actually, every one of the videos it made, I think I did 7 of them. This was the coolest one, but every one was like super mesmerizing where I'm like, I want to watch that again. And notice it sounded like you could hear an air conditioner running in the background. Since I said ASMR style, it sounded like the person recording the video was taking a deep breath before they did it. Like this is some crazy stuff that you can do. And there's so many use cases as to why you would want to do this kind of stuff. Next is you can transform boring videos into viral ads. I'm just taking a look at the chat too. Harry says, you mean Sora 2 Pro makes longer videos? Yeah, I'm sorry if I said that earlier. So yeah, what you would do is you come into, when you come into Sora, if you choose Sora 2, you have, again, I don't know why it's set to 15 seconds. It should only be 10. That could be like a little bug that they have going on. Let me refresh. So if I do Sora 2, I only have 10 seconds. If I want 15 seconds, I cannot even click on it. But if I choose Sora 2 Pro, then I can choose the resolution high and I can choose the duration 15. 15. So now I have high resolution and it's 15 seconds. Now that is awesome, but to make that video is going to be about 10 minutes of waiting time. Now you could submit the same prompt 5 times and you'll get a really out of those 5 videos, you'll get an incredible one, but you just got to have the patience to do it. I just knew I had to generate like 100 videos today to get you what you're seeing right now. So I didn't have the time or the patience to do that. So let me know if that made sense, Harry. And if it did, then if it didn't make sense, then let me know and I'll try to do a better job at making it make more sense. Okay, so boring video into viral product ads. If you want to do that, you take a product image. So for instance, let's say this water bottle that my daughters really want right now. I feel like we have to have like over 40 water bottles in our house because every time these companies come out with these new color palettes, they're like, oh my God, we got to have that. They're really nice looking. I get it. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you need 40 water bottles, but anyway, upload your product image, right? So this would be really good if you're going to pay somebody to create, or if someone's going to pay you to make a bunch of viral ads for them with their product, this is how you would do it. You upload the product image, write one short relatable problem your product solves, tell Sora to open with that problem in motion, then reveal the fix. Then you end with a snappy tagline that makes people smile or share. So the prompt would be, create a fast-paced, story-driven, TikTok-style ad using the uploaded image of product. Start with a bold or funny hook showing someone struggling with problem. Transition quickly to the product solving it in a clever and emotional way. Use energetic pacing, bright lighting, and end with a punchy tagline that sticks. What I came up with, create a fast-paced, story-driven, TikTok-style ad using the upload image of the water bottle. Start with a bold or funny hook showing someone struggling drinking water. Now, what's cool is when you say start with a bold or funny hook, there's going to be words and there's going to be a voiceover on this video, and you're just leaving it to AI to come up with it. This is why I recommend when you're using AI to make these kind of videos, don't try to give it too much information about like, say these exact words and then cut to this shot. Like, no, that's not the point. The point with AI and Sora is to let everybody just have fun with, like, let AI run with it and then generate a bunch of variations and come up with the best one. Then transition quickly to the product solving it in a clever, emotional way. Use energetic pacing, bright lighting, and end with a punchy tagline. And without further ado, this is what came up. There's a water bottle. Check this out.
Ever feel like staying hydrated is a full-time job you don't get paid for? Meet the bottle that makes it easy. Flip, sip, or chug. No spills, no fuss, just water the way you want it.
So that cut off at 10 seconds. So I could, if I change it to 15 seconds and use Sora 2 Pro, it would be the full thing. Now, I didn't have to say anything about who's in the video. I didn't have to say anything about the script. I didn't have to say upload color palettes and logos. Like, it just figured it all out just from the one picture of a water bottle image in one paragraph. And I see questions are coming in the chat. When we get to, I only have 4 more here, and then we'll open it up for live Q&A for anyone that stayed to the end. And I see a couple questions I already know I can answer and have a lot of fun with answering. So stick around if you're asking questions. Next is to make movie trailers for yourself. So you can write a sentence that your movie is about, choose a genre like action, drama, or sci-fi, tell Sora to open it with a bold voiceover or title screen, add quick cuts, movie swells, cinematic lighting, end with your name appearing like a movie star credit. The prompt, create a cinematic movie trailer for a new movie about description starring you, your cameo. Use the style of a genre, blockbuster, with dramatic lighting, fast pacing, and include a bold movie trailer voiceover voice. So I said, create a cinematic movie trailer for a new movie about Halloween starring chrisluck.com. Use the style of a Halloween thriller horror movie style blockbuster with dramatic lighting and fast pacing. Include a bold movie trailer voiceover guy's voice. And this is what happened.
This Halloween, one man will discover
Is anyone there?
some legends should stay buried.
We need to get out of here.
Chris Luck stars in Halloween Night.
Pretty cool. And again, just all that was created with just that 1, 2, 3 sentences is all that whole video did with just 3 sentences. If you want to generate quote videos that trigger emotion, motivational quotes is a really big thing that you can do with TikTok, with Instagram, with YouTube. I watch and follow like a lot of motivational quote things, and it's inspiring. And these people make a lot of money from these YouTube channels with these quote videos. So if you want to do this, you would write down a quote that inspires you, tell Sora to deliver it like a personal letter or in her voice. Use close-ups, emotion, and subtle background movement. Add soft emotional music for impact. The prompt would be that. My example is create a cinematic video where chrisluck.com delivers a heartfelt message about the quote, "If you can dream it, you can do it" by Walt Disney. Use soft lighting, gentle movement, and a close-up shots. Let the message feel like an inner thought or note to self. Add emotional music for impact. After I wrote this and I put this out here for you to copy, I realized this would be better if you could actually, if you're going to do a quote, actually put the person's name that I did this to see if it would actually do it, and it did it, and it blew my mind, was put their actual name and see if it could make a video of that person talking and see if it could go out there and find what did that person actually sound like, and if there was old videos and old clips and old footage. So that's exactly what I did. All I changed in the prompt was I said, create a cinematic video where Walt Disney delivers a heartfelt message about the quote, "If you can dream it, you can do it." And then I removed Walt Disney. So it just said where Walt Disney said that. And here was the quote, and here's how it turned out.
You know, I've carried this thought with me for a long time. It's simple, but it keeps the fire lit. If you can dream it, you can do it. It's not just a slogan on a wall. It's a
Pretty impressive. And again, that is just one take of me taking that prompt and dropping it in Sora. If I really wanted to make this like a really good video that I would want to create a new brand for, and then I would have like a Instagram channel and a TikTok channel and a YouTube channel. You would really get the prompt nailed down to where once you like everything about the style, the effects, the camera, the everything, you would just use that and just swap out the person's name and then the quote, and it would just make that video for everybody out there. And if you want to get into that world, you could actually go to brainyquote.com. And brainyquote.com, you can click on motivational quotes. It's actually obviously going to verify if I'm real. So, for instance, it's like Thomas Edison said, our greatest weaknesses. Here, let's find a short one here. Winston Churchill, if you're going through hell, keep going. I like that one. So let's go ahead and just have fun with this because I just feel like I want to generate some more videos right now. So let's go ahead and I want to show you how I would actually work on doing this. So I would to do a test run. I don't have patience to wait too long for these videos. Here, I'm going to refresh this page, and then I'm actually going to go to my drafts. So, these are a bunch of videos we get to watch here in a minute. I haven't watched any of those yet. Okay, so 10 seconds. I'm just going to say, create a cinematic video where I want to make sure I spell Winston Churchill right. What is this? Winston Churchill. Okay, so where Winston Churchill delivers a heartfelt message about the quote, "If you're going through hell, keep going." Use soft general lighting. How about use dark? How do you spell ominous? I want to put dark ominous lighting. Oh, there it is. Dark ominous lighting. Dark ominous lighting and close-up shots. So create a cinematic video where Winston Churchill delivers a powerful message. Let's say add music frame back. Okay, so once I kind of have an idea of what my prompt will be, I just highlight it and hit Command C. So I'm copying it, and then I just send it in. And then you'll see it go into queue, like it's being made right now. So then I do another one, send it in. You can do up to 5 at a time. So there's 2, then there's 3, and there's 4, and then there's 5. Okay, so I got 5 videos being made right now. And here's the thing that a lot of you are going to come across. So when you start using videos and you're using, if you call out certain movies, you call out certain historic events, you call out certain celebrities, dead or alive. If you generate, let's say like you're waiting for one video to be made, it might come across, and this has happened to me probably 200 times now, so it's okay. It might say this content violates our guardrails, not guidelines, our guardrails. Try again. So then what I do, that's what gave me the idea to actually copy and paste the prompt 5 times, because I was wondering when I'm trying to get videos by things that's saying it violates guardrails, I'm just wondering, like, can I try it again? It's okay. And then so I'd send it like 4 more times. And then out of those 5, 1 might make it through. And then it's like, and then that one that makes it through, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I just made this video. This shouldn't have happened. So it's just crazy stuff. But anyway, these videos are being made. So we're going to go ahead and do all of you like these little tips that I'm just dropping here and there? If you do, because I see we have a handful of people that are here. If you like this kind of stuff, just let me know by liking this YouTube live stream. And if you're watching the recording of this too, same thing. Just hit the like button. If you're new to my YouTube channel, type in new. I don't know how many people might be new and then they've stayed for an hour into this thing. They might have only stayed for like 10 minutes. They're like, yeah, I'm out. But if you're new and you've stayed for this long, this is your first or second live stream you've seen me, let me know. Just type in new, because I'm here because I'm doing these live because I like to imagine, again, you're here next to me and we're just hanging out and we're just making videos together and like learning AI together. So definitely let me know that you're here. So, okay, let's go ahead and go back to my screen. And we got 2 more here. And then I'm going to show you some fun things, like really fun things. You can see there's videos of them being generated already. I better hide those for now so we don't have to look at them. Okay, so recreate viral pranks in seconds. So choose a famous prank that is from TikTok or YouTube. Imagine that you are the one pulling it off instead of real people. The prompt is that, and then the example would be, I thought this had been good. Friend of mine mentioned this like viral prank once, and then I was just like, oh my God, I wonder if I could recreate that. Totally did. So authentically recreate the "Back It Up, Henry" fireworks clip. Replace Henry that's in the wheelchair with chrisluck.com. And thanks, J Dubs, by saying new. Not only are you new, but you've been here. We've just passed an hour on this live stream. So big shout out to J Dubs for 614 for being here. I really appreciate it. So, and I see more questions are coming in, and we'll definitely get to all the questions here once I get through these last 2 for you. So, all right, so let's find the me is "Back It Up, Henry." This is so bad. Me on a wheelchair, trying to light fireworks and see what happens. Now, the audio isn't perfect. It doesn't match up sometimes, but the whole thing overall is just kind of funny.
All right, light it up, Chris.
Got it.
Back it up, Chris. Put it in reverse.
I'm trying. It's not moving.
Oh, no, come on, back it up. Oh, Lord. Woo.
Ah, that's hot.
You made
Worth
man.
it.
Pretty good. if that's pretty good stuff. And again, added 40 pounds to my body frame, but that's AI. Just makes you not want to eat food ever again. Next is you can make parody skits with your friends. This is where I was actually trying to make one with a friend of mine that is actually, he is one of the first people that I gave an invite code out to. And now we kind of make funny videos of each other and send them back and forth. But here, and this is what I think, I think what most people, once Sora goes live for everybody, this is how most people are going to be using Sora, is what you're about to see right now. So you want to think of a parody, thing that you want to create. Find a friend of yours that's also on Sora and tell Sora to film a parody skit with you and your friend. So there's the prompt. The example would be create a scary parody skit. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Is it parody skit of chrisluck.com and Brad Callen, which is my buddy, mowing the grass. So I have not watched any of these yet. So there's a lot of these. Oh, and we have Winston Churchill doing some quote videos too. So all right, so let's watch some of these live here. There's actually 5, 6, 7 of these. So again, out of these, 1 or 2 might be pretty good. You know what? I like to download these instead of watching them on here because it's better on it's better on what do you call it? Let me mute my system audio because it's going to go through here. It's better if I actually download it on my computer and then hit play from my computer. So let me just you know what? It looks like it might be pretty easy for me to just do these live. Easier than it was last time. Here, let me share my screen again. Okay. And then yeah, let's just watch some of these. So we'll just go through them pretty quickly and then see how they are. Ready? Number 1.
465. Feel that air? It's weirdly cold for October.
Smells like wet dog and pennies. His yard's got bad vibes, man. Relax, we're just mowing. HOA can't find.
Kind of weird.
That is mowing after dark was a bad idea.
Only since we started.
Did you hear that?
Probably just the neighbor's dog with a chainsaw.
That is not a dog.
Nope.
Faster. Maybe the noise scares it.
Okay, not very funny.
I like how quiet this neighborhood gets at night. It's just grass, man. Mow and go.
Wait, did you hear that? It sounded like a whisper.
Probably your carb choking.
Whoa, I didn't touch it.
That's not standard.
It's coming right at us. Run.
Still not funny. This is why you have to make like 5 or 10 of these. And then maybe my prompt could have been a little bit better because I didn't give it a whole lot to go with.
No.
Did we let the grass get this long?
At least it's a workout.
Is it supposed to be this foggy at 6 o'clock?
Maybe the neighbor's testing his Halloween machine.
Oh, did you hear that?
What? I swear I just heard a whisper.
Uh-oh, my mower just died.
Mine's fine.
Wait, what is that?
It's a gnome.
Why are its eyes
It's
glowing?
just a statue.
Did we let the
If I disappear, it's safe to mow at dusk. What, the grass vampire's gonna get us? It's just grass. The neighbor's dog went missing in this yard. If I disappear, tell my mom I was brave. Did it just hiss? Sounds like it's munching.
That's the blade, man.
Brad, the lawn is moving.
This thing sounds like it's chewing gravel, man. When's the last time you changed the oil?
Last year, or the year before. It still cuts. Just don't inhale.
Well, it's coughing now. And the smoke's... Wait, is it supposed to be that color?
Kind of weird. I mean, and what's strange about that is the last part it showed me is a video in my office. But the thing is when I did my cameo of myself for that video, I was not in my office. I was just behind like a white wall. So the fact that it knew my office kind of freaks me out. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of these Winston Churchill ones because that was the end of the live examples. And then we're going to do some live Q&A to wrap things up. I think these are going to be really good because I can just tell by looking at them. So let's take a look at these really quick.
If you're going through hell, keep going. There's no refuge in the fire, only through it. Every step forward is one the darkness cannot take back. So carry on.
At your back and face. There are nights when the dark feels endless, when the fire is at your back and failure at your heels. In those hours you hear a whisper. If you're going through hell, keep it a night.
If you're going through hell, when the world darkens and the ground burns beneath your feet, remember this. If you're going through hell, keep going.
There are nights when the world seems to turn to ash, and every road is lined with fire. But a man does not stop in the flames. He squares his shoulders, and he moves.
If you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop to curse the flames. Don't look for sympathy in the smoke. One step more is one step closer to daylight. Remember that. If you're going through hell, keep...
Pretty insane. So all those videos, that was made with Sora 2. That wasn't even Sora 2 Pro. And Digi Juan, I agree. That last one was really good. And they do look Super Bowl ready. But the thing was that was Sora 2. That was not Sora 2 Pro. If I had 20 more minutes to like generate 10 more just to see the before and afters, it would blow your mind. But here, I'll give you all some homework. If you get on Sora, then go find me on there. Again, my username, you should know by now, is just chrisluck.com. And when you find me and follow me, I will tomorrow make a bunch of really good motivational quote videos using Sora 2 Pro, and I will put those on my channel on Sora. So if you are on Sora, then go check that out. And then what's really cool is that when I will take a lot of time figuring out the best prompt to create some of the videos I'll make. And then once I do figure out the best prompt, you can copy exactly what I do by looking at what my prompt was. Because the good thing with Sora is it will tell you exactly what my prompt was, and then you could just copy it and then go make your own videos or get inspired for videos that you could make. Check this one out. This was not even on what I was going to show you today, but I made this and posted on Facebook to let people know that I'm going to be going on live on YouTube tonight. Let's watch this one.
9.
Hello? Is someone there? Who's out here? Ah, get away from me! Oh God! Oh, God! Where did you go?
9.
Pretty cool. So that literally that whole video clip just said jump scare scene from The Conjuring with chrisluck.com. That was it. And then it made that whole video. And that was also not Sora 2 Pro. That was just Sora 2. So hopefully this video live stream today has been a little helpful for you, because again, my whole plan was just to give you a ton of examples of what you can do with Sora 2, because nobody's doing this. People, what they're doing on YouTube is they're creating these compilations showing you what people are creating, but they're not showing you how to do it. They're not explaining the settings. They're not explaining how long some clips take more than others. They're not explaining that you should generate 5 or 10 of them and then clip the bad ones. They're not showing you what all the bad ones look like. They're not showing you any of the behind the scenes. They're just showing you, oh, hey, here is a magic trick, but they don't show you how to do the magic trick. And my whole thing is what I'm always going to do here on my YouTube channel, in my mad scientist laboratory here in my home office, imagining you're sitting right here next to me, is I'm just imagining that we are having fun and I'm showing you behind the scenes. But it takes me all day to prepare for this. And then once I have it all prepared, and then I think that I'm kind of ready to go live, that's why I go live like at night. So, yeah, that's really all I had. If any of you have questions that you would like, burning questions you'd like for me to answer right now while we're live, let me know and I'll answer a few of them for those of you that stayed all the way to the very end. And I'd be happy to help some of you out. Harry said, can you download the videos on devices too, like iPhones, iPads, etc.? 1,000,000%. So check this out. I will show you how to do it. So great question too, by the way, Harry. So you would go to Sora. This is my app. And then you go to a video you made. So let's say this one right here. So you wait for the video. Well, I guess you don't even have to wait for the video to load. It could just, I'm waiting for it to load so I can stop it. But anyway, there's 3 dots on the bottom right. You click the 3 dots and you just hit download, and that's all you have to do to download it to your device. And then when it downloads to your device, then that's it. So that's yeah, that was a really great question that you asked there. And here, I'll even show you on like my camera. Like I have 49,642 items in my photo library, but that video is right here. So just downloaded on my phone, right next to, the same, like my daughter driving my Jeep for, her first day with her learner's permit, and all these other kind of just crazy things, just things that you have normally on your photos. But then you can actually have your Sora videos and everything right there on your phone. Then once you download them to your phone, then you can share them, with people, obviously through whatever you'd like to share them with. So yeah, really good question. Great question, Chris B. The best UGC creation tools currently, there's not even the best tools. The best number one UGC creation tool would be Sora, because what you can do with UGC is you can have your character that you've created, and then you just simply take, I'll take this back. If you want to do UGC as you doing products in affiliate products or Amazon products or whatever, you are the creator and you're creating the UGC content. Sora 2 Pro by like a country mile. If you want to have like fake influencers do the videos and stuff, then you would want to use a combination of Dream 4.0, which is on Higgsfield, and Dream 4.0, which is on Higgsfield, and Google VO3. So you use those two together, and that's what you would actually want to use for that. So let me show you actually too. If you inside of AIville, you would just click on AI Blueprints on the left, and then we have like I've actually done some videos on these. Like if you like how somebody did over $2,300 selling fake AI influencer videos, over $1,500 selling AI influencers to people. So I show you how to actually create. I actually need, instead of saying using the word AI influencer, maybe that would be a good upcoming live stream I could do, is to actually just do not AI influencers, but actually just say UGC videos. So I'm actually glad you said that. I need to make a note for myself for that. Did you want said, is Higgsfield a paid account? So it does not cost anything to set up an account on Higgsfield. And there's a lot of things that you can do on Higgsfield that are free to do. However, there's once you actually want to start getting into some of the things that cost credits, then you can either load credits in and you could pay to load credits, or you can get on like a low monthly membership and then get like 6,000 credits a month. And 6,000 credits a month will go a long way whenever you're going to be generating things that are like 10 credits at a pop, right? So if you want to use like Dream 4.0, you know, for your images and for video, you want to use Sora 2, or you want to use Google VO3, like I just mentioned, and you want to use everything in one place without having to bounce from, you know, tool to tool to tool to tool to tool, then Higgsfield is going to be your best Swiss Army knife for things like that. So, and yeah, I actually, you know what? Let me double check, because I'm curious now what Higgsfield plan I have. Let me look, because it looks like I'm on the ultimate plan. So I'm just looking at the plans. Oh, hang on. I didn't realize I'm not. There we go. So I'm looking at the plans right now. So here are the Higgsfield plans. So it looks like you can't buy credits anymore. You used to have it when they first came out. You could buy credits, but now for the pricing, you have for monthly or annual. Basically, I like to pay annually because you save a lot of money, like 40% when you pay annually. So basic, you get 150 credits a month. You can do 2 concurrent generations, and it shows you all the things you have access to. Pro, you 600 credits a month. You have ultimate, and you have creator. So it really depends on like what all you want access to. So it looks like, you know, you just kind of pick and choose what you want access to. And then what's cool is like whenever they're coming out with new tools, they usually have like what they're doing with Sora right now is you can generate like unlimited generations, and it's almost like a trial run for them to suck you in to like actually use their tool. And then after they're done with their kind of promo that they're doing, then they're like, hey, since you had fun using that tool, if you want to keep using it, you got to get a paid plan. So that's usually how it works. Duncan, thanks for being here, and thanks for letting me know you got a bolt. Yeah, I got to take off too here in a minute. I'm getting really hot. I'm actually wearing sweatpants and a hoodie with all these lights on, and it's 9:18 p.m. I still want to watch a Netflix show. So let me see what other questions we have here. Thank you, Birdie, by saying it's so good and you're a great teacher. Thanks, learning so much. Appreciate you. Let me ask all of you a question, because I didn't see there's really any other questions coming in. Let me ask you all a question that are still here. First off, if you're still here, hit like on the video because that helps me, and hit subscribe if you want to see more of me, because that's going to help my YouTube channel just get these videos out to more people whenever I go live. Because if I keep doing these and then like just not a lot of people show up anymore, I'm going to slowly stop doing these, because this took me almost my whole day to prepare for this. So all I really ask in return is, because I'm not charging for this, just hit like and then subscribe. And if you want to share this with somebody, sharing these videos on like Facebook or something really helps me out a lot, because then you can just say like, hey, just found this video today and this blew my mind. That's all you got to say. You don't even have to say anything at all. Just say a couple words like, this guy's awesome, and then share the YouTube link. It helps. Every little bit helps. And then the more that helps, the more I'll keep showing up and get motivated to want to do these live streams again. If it gets to a point where just a couple people start showing up on the live streams, then I'll just start realizing I need to stop doing YouTube and maybe do something else. So you helping me, I'll keep helping you. That was my question for you, is if you could share that. And I think that's all I got. So I'm just going to wrap it up. That was the end of this live stream. I plan on showing up again on Friday because I do have some more stuff I want to talk about. Shocker. With AI, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and there's a lot of really cool things I want to keep sharing. So Friday is going to be a big one. So I don't know the exact time yet. Got to run it by the family. But once I run it by the family, then yeah, just keep an eye out. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, there's a bell somewhere, and if you tap on the bell, it turns on notifications, and then you'll get notified on your phone or your computer, like, hey, Chris Luck is going live, and then you can be like, oh, cool, I won't miss it. That's super helpful for me, and then for you too, so you don't have to watch the recordings of this. But that's all I got. Thank you so much for being here again. If you love learning how to use AI, you want me to be your guy to help you, this is the right place at the right time. So have a great day, and I will see you soon.